Celtics rolled the Mavericks 107-89. Looked like it was over in the first quarter as they built up a 17-point lead. Dallas made it interesting, cutting it to 8 later on, but it was all Boston all the time. The 18-point win matches the biggest Game 1 win of an NBA Finals since 2017. That's when the Warriors topped the Cavaliers 113-91.
Woo! Ow! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! This is the stat of the day!
Stat of the day brought to you by Panini America. This is where we overreact. Every sport, when something like this happens, you go, God, I just don't see Dallas winning 4 games against this Celtics team. Now, I picked Boston, but I don't want to overreact and say this can't go 6 or 7. The X factor, Kristaps Porzingis, was great last night. The X factor for Dallas, Kyrie Irving, was not. And Kyrie, well, kind of gave an open invitation to the Celtics fans to welcome him in Game 2.
You know, being in this environment, I'm used to it at this point. Early in my career, there was a different relationship that I had with Boston, just being able to come here, be settled with a veteran group. Now I'm here as the veteran. Over the past few years, just experiencing the playoffs here, even regular season, it's been the same thing. I thought it was going to be a little louder in here, but I'm expecting the same things going into Game 2. Crowd trying to get me out of my element, my teammates out of my element. But again, the energy's got to be focused towards the game.
Yeah, don't encourage them. And if I'm a Celtic fan, I'd be cheering for him. He's helping you win a title the way he played last night. Luka Doncic had 1 assist. Now he had 30, had 10 rebounds, but 1 assist. They didn't even have double-digit assists last night. Now, this is where you can overreact, say they can't stop Boston. Okay, maybe they can't. You know, Boston, if they're going to play great defense like this, they are going to win the title. Their offense was historically great this year. Now you throw in the defense, that's what makes them so dangerous here. You got perimeter defenders. Brown and Tatum are, long, threes, and they're able to defend inside and outside. Throw in Porzingis as well, Al Horford. They're a good defensive team. But the offense is what's historically great. As for Dallas, you probably look at this and go, okay, they can't be this bad in Game 2, which is true. They can't be this bad unless they are, and then they're in real deep trouble. Luka's going to get his points, but if he doesn't get his assist, now that it's not his fault he only had 1 assist. You have to make the shots if you get the ball, and they didn't shoot well last night. But it was Boston, and Boston early and often, and I would expect the same kind of game plan that they had. They know Luka's going to score. The question is, can you keep everybody under wraps so nobody gets squirrely and puts up 30 as well? What's the poll question today there, Seton O'Connor?
Last night was an anomaly or this series?
Oh.
Is that the way this rest of this series is going to go, where the Celtics just roll, or was it just one of those nights for the Celtics?
Well, I think this is how Boston plays. Now I got to find out how Dallas is going to play against Boston. This is what Boston does. They have so many different offensive weapons, and they play really good defense. They played really good defense last night. Do I think Dallas will be better? Yes. And I don't want to overreact and say they may not win a game. I still see Boston winning this. They're a better team. But that doesn't mean Kyrie can't have an unbelievable night, and with Luka and P.J. Washington, then they're role players. But it's going to take a total team effort to beat Boston. And, here's the other thing. Tatum and Brown didn't have to do much last night. It was really about Kristaps Porzingis coming off the bench, giving them an offensive lift. He had 3 block shots. That, to me, I'd be, you can say, well, Dallas, look, Kyrie didn't play well, and Luka had 1 assist. Tatum and Brown were like, okay, we're just kind of going through layup lines here.
Well, Tatum for sure. Jaylen Brown was phenomenal last night. He was playing out of his mind. Jason Tatum was sort of out there.
But numbers-wise, would they score 22? Brown scored like 22 points. So it wasn't anything where you go, oh, my gosh, he put up 40.
Yeah, but he had some monster blocks. He had a hell of a night for himself. Yeah, if I'm the Mavericks, I'm looking at is Kristaps Porzingis really going to be this hot again and beat us? Probably not.
No, but then you're going to have somebody else who can. Can he be? And I would run him as much as I could. Whoever he's guarding, I would run him and just see, how healthy he's going to be for the entire series. Same thing with Luka. I don't think Luka's 100%. I think that knee is bothering him. So I would do the same thing. Different defenders on him, different looks on him, and be prepared. Because I think what happens in Game 2 is really going to set the stage for, how long this series goes. We'll get to phone calls coming up. Here is Kristaps Porzingis talking about coming off the bench last night.
From day one, I came here and I said, I'll do whatever it takes to help this team win, right? And I think it was this situation, it made sense. And I didn't care. I knew I could prepare to come off the bench, which is something different for me. And that's what I did, and stepped into that role and embraced it and had a good game.